I want to start this report by addressing the most critical piece of business the Minnesota Vikings have conducted this offseason, a move that fundamentally secures the identity of this franchise moving forward. We have finally received concrete details regarding the new contract for defensive coordinator Brian Flores. This isn't just a standard extension. The financial commitment and the duration of the deal signal that the organization views Flores not merely as an assistant, but as a cornerstone of their competitive window. Locking him down, Minnesota guarantees the continuity of a scheme that has terrorized opposing quarterbacks and garnered respect across the entire National Football League. In a league where coaching turnover can cripple a unit's development, retaining a defensive mind of Flores' caliber provides a level of stability that is invaluable. I have looked at the numbers, and they reflect a front office that understands exactly what they have in the building: an aggressive, innovative leader who elevates the talent around him. With the defense now firmly anchored, attention naturally shifts to the other side of the organizational chart, where the head coach has been quietly finalizing the pieces that will support the entire roster. While the headlines have rightly focused on the defensive retention, head coach Kevin O'Connell has been methodically working in the background to complete his coaching staff puzzle. I can confirm that O'Connell has officially filled the remaining vacancies within his staff, bringing in a slate of new hires designed to optimize player development. This is a significant step for O'Connell as he enters a crucial phase of his tenure. We are seeing a shift in philosophy here. These hires aren't just about filling seats, they are strategic additions aimed at strengthening the support system for the players, specifically to bridge the gap between raw talent and on-field execution. O'Connell is building an infrastructure that can sustain success, ensuring that every position group has the technical guidance required to compete in the NFC North. It is a comprehensive overhaul of the support staff that speaks to a desire for precision and preparation. However, even with the coaching room fully assembled and the playbook being refined, the elephant in the room remains the quarterback position, and there are whispers circulating that suggest the Vikings might be aiming for a target significantly higher than anyone anticipated. This brings us to one of the most intriguing, albeit preliminary, developments I am tracking in the market. A well-placed insider has suggested that the Minnesota Vikings are actively monitoring the situation surrounding Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow. Now, I want to be very clear about the context here. This is currently in the monitoring phase. However, the fact that Minnesota is even doing due diligence on a player of Burrow's magnitude indicates a massive shift in aggressive mentality within the front office. The suggestion is that if Burrow were to become available, a big if in this league, the Vikings are positioning themselves to be at the front of the line to negotiate. We are talking about a franchise seeking an elite, definitive solution under center, and they are exploring every avenue, no matter how ambitious it may seem on the surface. It is a bold strategy that aligns with a team believing they are just one premier signal caller away from a Super Bowl run. But what makes this more than just idle off-season chatter is that the noise isn't just coming from external pundits. The conversation regarding Burrow is reportedly echoing within the walls of the facility itself. To wrap this up, we need to address the volume of this speculation because it is getting louder. Insiders close to the Minnesota Vikings organization have commented seriously on the rumors linking Joe Burrow to the team. This isn't just fan fiction. These are legitimate conversations happening in the wake of recent front office changes. The narrative gaining traction internally is that the Vikings are exhausted by temporary fixes and are hunting for a long-term icon to lead the franchise. The growing belief among some in the building is that if there is a window to acquire a talent like Burrow, the organization must be ready to strike. It fits the timeline of the roster construction we discussed earlier, with Flores locking down the defense and O'Connell solidifying the coaching staff. The missing piece is the quarterback, and the fact that Burrow's name is being discussed with this level of seriousness suggests that Minnesota is preparing for a blockbuster move if the stars align. We will continue to monitor this situation closely, but for now, know that the Vikings are thinking big, very big.